revolution will be live.
What's going on, Internet? It's your boy Studio Breeze with the Struggle Cast. You know what I'm saying? We here. Today is not a Struggle Cast episode. Today is more of a less a review, the PlayStation event. We're going to go through the list of the games that came out. Some got a release date, some don't. Time window, stuff like that. So we're really excited, but unfortunately we couldn't do our live stream like we wanted to do. But we're going to get to
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
We ain't had to mention that.
I mean,
had to know.
it would have been cooler for the people to have been able to join us, but it's cool.
I'm hurt.
We still here with the news and shit. So first up, Knights of the Old Republic remake is coming from Lucasfilm. I'm really hyped about that because I never got a chance to play that way back in the day when it was really like popping. So for it to come to PS5, I'm really hyped about that. How y'all feeling?
That was definitely a surprise.
I'm lukewarm on
Didn't
it.
see it coming off.
I didn't see it coming, but I'm lukewarm on it. I don't really care about Star Wars anymore.
I feel it. I definitely don't care about Star Wars anymore, but it's just because of the game itself. It ain't even about the franchise. They show fucking, what was it, Kylo Ren? That was all they really showed. It was like, okay.
Yeah, CG. They didn't really give us a date or anything, so I don't know what we're looking forward to with that game.
I guess I'm built different.
I wasn't into the first one, so the remake ain't getting me excited.
I haven't played any of the Knights of the Old Republic, but I recently played Jedi Fallen Order, and that's made me a fan.
That's what he thought it was. He was Fallen
Order. Yeah, I did. I was hyped. But then I didn't see EA as I just can't be it. But I'm excited because it's gotten me into like the Star Wars.
All right, well then do this. Sell me on it. Sell me on Knights of the Old Republic because I don't know nothing really about this game.
I mean, as far as just
it's like an RPG.
You know,
is it like an MMO?
Sort of, yeah. More like an MMO.
You make your own character.
Multiplayer, single player? What was it?
Multiplayer,
yeah. Okay.
So, that's why I'm like, you go in, make your own, and then change the whole world as you play it and stuff, and in the Star Wars setting. So I'm like, that's kind of
I'll look into it. That might be something we can get into.
Yeah. Project Eve. Wish it had an actual name, but that looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, it reminded me of
from Square.
Was it?
Was it? No.
No. Something else.
Thinking the other thing, that thing that Square made. No, not that.
It looked like something Platinum would make.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, who's making it? You said Square Enix?
I think it said Shift Up.
Yeah, Shift Up.
I don't know. Is that wait? That's the developer?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just some weird website thing. Oh, combat. It looked cool. It looked fast. It looked fun.
It looked generic though.
Yeah.
Wait, that was
was
that Soul Sister thing?
I thought it was that.
It was
yeah, Soul Sisters is fast.
Devil May Cry, Dark Souls type of
There's a lot of those games coming out, so that didn't stand out.
Right.
So
yeah, I almost forgot. I ain't gonna.
It looked
mind you, I know we sound doom and gloom, but this event was lit. It's really loaded towards the back end.
Right, exactly.
So don't take this more doom and gloom in the beginning, because this event was kind of big.
Right, exactly. Next up is actually something that was pretty dope.
Here we go.
Fucking Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
I don't like Borderlands. I fuck with Tiny Tina.
I don't bang with Borderlands that much either, but
she was like part of that
Borderlands.
resurgence of DLC for Borderlands 2. She was heavy. I like Tiny Tina. She was so good that they're giving her own game, so I might pick that up.
Right, it looks like it's got a mix of medieval combat, a lot of melee stuff.
God,
and,
it's in the first quarter of next year. It's gonna get stomped.
Yeah, March 25th, 2020.
It looked
the first
very
quarter
fun.
of next year is kind of heavy.
Stacked, if we're being honest.
It really is. I mean, rest of this year still got a lot of games coming out too.
There's nothing.
Some games that got announced today still coming out.
Metroid Dread is what's coming out this year for me.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is that this year? Oh yeah,
October.
So yeah, okay. So now I take it back. I'm lit.
Since we said Guardians, throw that out there. That's coming out October 26th this year.
I love Quill. I love Star Lord.
And I have to Infinity War. I can't. I
was indifferent. I was like, he cool.
I'm with the entire cast, the entire crew.
I wish you could switch between them. I'm cool with it being single player,
right?
But the fact that we're using only Quill, which
and their assists.
Let's be real about it.
He's the leader,
but he kind of the wackest one. He kind of the wackest one.
If everybody had to choose, everyone would play Rocket and Groot.
I'd play Gamora.
Y'all niggas wild.
You like Drax. I don't know why you wouldn't play Drax.
I need to pull up on the theater so that didn't get her money.
You right about that. Right. We'll see what happens in October for that. Forspoken, that was the game I was thinking of.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that
that's
Square Enix showcase
Fantasy.
thing that they showed
Yeah,
in the beginning of the
whole
PS5.
world just wilding with these new powers, jumping around.
Yeah, that
traversing
looks
this
dope.
world.
Hopefully that game is half of what they showed it.
Right.
Yeah.
They
If,
showed that
if
last
it's
year,
acrobatic and movement like that and open world, that would be amazing.
If I'm not mistaken, it is a spinoff of Final Fantasy, which is kind of weird because Final Fantasy is not like that at all.
Yeah.
No, but they've had things like that.
Yeah, like
What,
15, if anything.
Yeah,
But it looks so much like that. 15 looks so much more limited compared to
as far as
Forspoken.
traversals.
I mean, new generation, brother. New
And
power, so they
I
can
was gonna
strap their
say,
legs a
yeah,
little
and
better.
it's a completely different type of
SSD,
character.
man.
Her power, whatever the hell her
God.
powers are, she's zipping around like Superman or something, just flying around doing all types of crazy
Yeah,
shit.
it's one of the things you can't really tell.
So that's
Like,
a spring 2020 release. That's again
2022.
it's 2022. It's the first half of next year. It's gonna be wild. This is,
We were
if
just talking about
you
the first quarter. Of
if
next
you
year.
don't have
Okay.
funds,
you will
ain't
not
having
have fun.
Yeah, heard it here. 2022, bring proof of funds, my guy. 'Cause
like
it's
you might need to take a loan
popping.
out for next year. Next year gonna be wild.
Right.
Right.
Rainbow Six Extraction from Ubisoft coming in January of next year.
I think I'm the only one excited for this because we usually talk about it on the podcast like what we've been playing. I'm playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I bought it like for like $6.
It's like $5 right now.
Yeah, see, it's one of those things that's always on sale. And
You want me to cop?
go ahead, cop you something. Man.
I think it'll be better than For Honor.
Oh my god, Rainbow Six has never been my
Something.
bag, but this one looks pretty interesting. It's got like a Left 4 Dead type of vibe. Like there's aliens and stuff. There's different classes, and it's a very tactical combat as far as the gunplay is concerned. So it looks pretty interesting.
It's mainly focused, like it's mainly cooperative focused with the
It's different. It's different for a Rainbow Six game, and that's why I'm a little interested.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
definitely.
Like, it's not
I like
the
that it's
run-of-the-mill
still
cookie cutter.
they're incorporating the operators from like from Rainbow Six Siege, and they all got different abilities that would help in certain situations.
It almost feels like it could have been another mode though, like how you tackle all zombies or something. Like it feels like
They done
Well, you
something
know,
like this
Ubisoft gotta get
before.
their $60.
70
if they feeling
That's where I'm
if they can get away with it.
That's where I'm indifferent to it. I feel like this is like a $30 thing.
I think this was a mode back in the day though. I'm not mistaken. They had something like this. It was either aliens or zombies. I remember zombies was a thing,
Right.
but this might have been a mode. And they might have been like, yo, that's because it was a limited
Well, if
time
they
mode. It's
flesh
like,
it
let's
out
do
enough, then it's worth the money.
Yeah,
It just
it looks
depends on what
nice.
they
It
do
looks
with
fun.
Flesh it out and support it enough as time goes by. I think it'd be worth that $60 price.
They already talking about their roadmap. I'm like, damn,
Oh, wow.
let it come out first.
Speaking of hype shit, something for some odd reason, I have no idea why, but this guy was really hype about this one. Alan Wake coming from Remedy, and that's coming out this year as well, on October 5th, so less than a month away.
Yeah, that thing is right around the corner.
I love Remedy. They made Max Payne, which is one of my favorite game franchises of all time.
Day one?
Alan Wake.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I've never played that. It was an Xbox exclusive.
I mean, you got a PC, bro.
See, I could have bought the 2008 version. I could buy the 2021 version.
I mean,
all the DLC and
same game
high
probably be
pixels.
like $2.
You want to
It's always
remaster?
on
It's
sale.
gonna look
It is
pretty.
on- it's
You
always
think
on
they're gonna
sale.
do an Alan Wake 2 now? Because they've been pushing a lot of Alan Wake lately. They had the
Yeah.
Alan Wake crossover and
Control.
And Control.
It was a DLC. It wasn't.
So you think Alan Wake 2 is on the way?
I think so. Like a lot of people wanted that
Crossover, and then a remaster sounds about right.
That seems, yes, I'm saying
crossover
they let
remaster
the
and a
trails
sequel,
back.
just to see if it's like still
Let's
popular.
rekindle this fire.
Yeah,
Y'all
Yeah.
fucking with this or not?
Yeah, because they actually they just bought the rights back.
I mean, the only thing that killed this announcement would have been more hype if they'd not been talking about it earlier in the week.
Yeah, I don't understand why they did that.
Like, that would have been hype.
That'd have been very like whoa.
Right, didn't you say it popped out like just a few days ago?
Literally like
Yeah.
a day or two ago, the like one of the leads at Remedy was like, yeah, so this is happening.
People just get a little too talkative.
Honestly, and something I don't want to really talk too much about.
No.
And we really don't have to talk
How did
about
I know you were going to bring that up?
I'm gonna just bring it up. We're just gonna talk about it all real quick. GTA 5 and online's coming back March 2022.
Coming
man.
back. It ain't left, bro.
It really
It's
hasn't
been here
left.
since
Coming to-
2013.
It's coming to PS5,
gonna be
guys.
back
Is
and
it
better
really
than
gonna be
ever.
10 years?
Yeah,
2013 would be
2023 will be November.
Oh, my
November
God.
2023. That'll be 10
September, I
years.
The
think.
game that never dies.
I mean,
Oh,
look,
yeah.
Skyrim getting its 10-year anniversary this year.
Literally, and then they just say it was coming to PS5 or something.
That's the anniversary.
That's the anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, the level.
Yeah, 11, 21.
Oh yeah, 11,
Yeah.
21. Oh my god. Well, that's happening. Ghostwire Tokyo coming from.
I am very excited about this game. This got announced like 3 years ago. It's like a supernatural first-person shooter that has like you got these different abilities. For those who played Dishonored, it's like that, but like just like so much more expansive of what you're doing. And if I'm not mistaken, you're like killing a lot of like folklore, like Japanese folklore. Like I could have swore I've seen a couple things that like I've seen on like the scary Reddit posts. I don't know if y'all into that thing, but it looks very
Yeah, we
very
saw
good.
Slenderman in that damn thing. I swear to God, I saw him.
It does look like Slenderman, but it looks.
had
I
the
saw more than one though.
He had the suit. He had the head.
He had no face.
No face.
But I thought I saw more than one though. I was like, maybe that's just like
Slender Man's.
Slender Woman's.
Oh God.
they did have a woman in there. I don't think she had a face.
Oh goodness. Well, I mean, it looked like a lot of like magical things, like Lichtenstein battle music. Like I said, it looked like that. But, like good.
Like Wizard 101 coming to consoles.
Yeah, there's a lot of first person spells just being thrown. It looked like a lot of crazy action. So I'm looking forward to more of that before it comes out, whenever it comes out next year. Doesn't have a release date or anything. One thing we was really hyped about that we don't talk too much about, like, is this battle royale that been on to for a while, looking at, you know, back and forth.
Today was my first time seeing it. I ain't heard of it before today.
Right. See, we don't even talk. Me. I found out about it, then I told Keys about it, and we just like, you know, going back and forth, hoping that like, you know, it would actually come to console. So to see it at the PlayStation, it was like really shocking. Vampire Masquerade Blood Hunt from Shark Mob AB is coming out this year, actually. Like it said 2021.
It's in early access right now for PC, but
Right.
it's supposed to be coming to consoles this year, which is kind of crazy because usually it take 6 months to a year.
Now
for
you
it to
got
even
you
be
got
in
to
a
get it
playable
out.
state.
So.
Now it's like if you want your shit to survive, you
Like
gotta
it
get out.
has to
much.
be 2022. You can't survive in 2022.
Yeah.
To be real with you, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Next year is
honestly.
heavy.
If it's a free game,
Have
it might got
come
some
out.
merit.
It is a free game.
Yeah, I mean,
It ain't gonna charge when
free
it come out.
game, Game
I
Pass,
swear it's free
free
to play.
Game Pass.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it's a class-based vampire battle royale with different classes from like melee.
So if y'all listen to me at all in this podcast, y'all know I don't fuck with battle royale. I'm interested in this one. This one looked pretty decent. I want to try it.
Yeah.
So it's got something special behind it. So I'll try it. I may not stick with it, but I'll try it.
Definitely from katanas to like different melee weapons like bats and axes.
Yo, you can deflect bullets with a sword, slide up on them, and cut their
Literally
shit. Cut
slide
their shit with
up
the
on
shit.
it. Literally slid up on it,
man.
man.
It's like Warframe slide. Just,
Yeah,
Exactly, that's exactly what
They
it is.
literally took that from
Like,
Warframe.
And then when you shooting in the middle air, they didn't show it in the trailer, but I know when you shooting, like you'll hover, like as you're falling, you're like,
Right, yeah.
And the hover's pretty nice. You're damn near still, like it's kind of crazy. And you parkour, running up the, jumping, climbing up the walls, and what else? I guess we already said about the classes.
Yeah. They got Battle Pass coming.
Yeah.
I just wonder how long can they stretch out the vampire
Because
theme.
it's such a specific niche.
Well, there aren't too many vampire games though. We do zombies all day. We really don't do vampires.
Vampire-
They could do it.
They could have
They
werewolves.
can have-
If they can get
yeah,
this out
werewolf
before-
crossover
If they can get it
or
out
something
before Halloween, it's probably be something pretty big.
That would be perfect.
That's a month. That's like a month. Some
That is
change.
I know that's stretched, but I mean, this is your demographic.
You gotta get
Yeah.
it out there. Those are the people that want to
Yeah,
play. They
that,
want to
that
play
Twitch.
games at that
Them
time.
Twitch numbers gonna go hella up.
Right. So
That's what I'm
hopefully, Vampire
Like
Blood.
that, all you gotta do, bro. If they get it out before Halloween, get one Twitch streamer right in front of it on Halloween night stream, bro. It could blow that game up. Like
Get you a shroud or something.
that's what I'm saying.
You pay Shroud a couple just to play it on stream.
I do know a lot of there were quite a few streamers who was able to get in early, like a couple months ago, and a lot of people were fucking with it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a pretty good game. As far as what I've seen, it could definitely use some work, like as far as UI and stuff like that. But
Right.
honestly, the gameplay looks dope. But yeah, hopefully it comes out pretty soon, within the next month or two, because we only got like 3 left. But so it has to come out soon. But next up, we got Deathloop from Arcane Studios coming out this year as well. September
We've seen
14th.
so much of this game, bro. Like,
A lot.
if they stop delaying it and just put it out, like we can stop talking about it.
I might have said before on the podcast that I'm excited for this to come out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
quite a few times. I like time manipulation, like time travel and loops.
Have you played 12 minutes yet?
No, I ain't,
You
I
don't
ain't-
like time
I
minutes.
ain't get that
You
yet. I
must
ain't
not
get that.
really
Like
be a fan of
4K,
time.
literally caught in 4K, bro.
Quiet little.
Now they know what the face look like when you hiding it.
Called him before. That's the call in 4K.
Y'all gonna go edit it out?
Nah, bro, I'm gonna let that ride. One cut.
So Deathloop, I'm not really looking forward to it. It's gonna fly under my radar as it already has. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce this. Kid Amnesia Exhibition. I'm guessing that's.
I walked
Amnesia.
away during this. What is this?
Kid, I don't.
That's-
Wait,
I don't think
I
they really
don't
showed
remember.
too much
Bro, I ain't
of it, to
old.
be honest.
No, they didn't. They showed some fucking weird hallway.
Yeah, it
bloody.
was- it literally
and then it was
was
like,
like,
yeah, Kid Amnesia. Like what?
Shit said it's coming out this year.
How it's coming out in
November.
November?
Like I don't know what I'm
anything.
watching. That's literally what I said. I don't know what I just watched.
It was literally a bunch of like background photos of like different like
pictures
places.
and bloody. Like,
different areas, just like a hall, a hallway, some dark rooms, just no people, nothing. Just
Yeah.
it was kind of weird, and it's coming out this year. Like I feel like that was really bad marketing.
Terrible.
It's probably indie.
They paid fucking $1 million to be on this stage and showed nothing.
Right, and next up we got. I'm gonna just call it Chia with it. T must be.
That's the Breath of the Wild guitar little girl.
Yeah, Breath of Moana and shit. That's
Yeah,
what
Breath
it's
of
called.
Moana.
She looked like a little kid.
Don't sleep.
Right, yo,
Like,
this shit was like.
It started off whack, but when she started transforming and hopping into different minds,
Yeah,
and
she
shit,
turned into
Right.
like
That was
a
dope.
dog. Then it was a turtle, a motherfucking.
So I
fish.
don't know what this game is.
Right.
Is it just like a survivor on an island type situation? Is there going to be combat? What's the point of becoming these animals? Like,
Right. It didn't show
They
any
sh- the-
combat at
the
all
trailer-
in the trailer.
the trailer was confusing, but I'm interested. So if that was the goal and they wanted to get me interested, I'm interested.
Right, because it's the world, like how big and in scale it
It's a
looks.
beautiful game.
How it looks
Right.
overall. It looks nice.
The underwater section,
yeah, when
dope.
you're a turtle boy, what
That was
the
dope.
fuck? That shit
He
looked
was
cool.
he
as
was
hell.
swimming, man.
Right, he was in there just
Swimming
keep
at 60
swimming and
frames,
shit.
bro.
Like,
Shit
that
was
shit.
dope.
I just need to know a little more about it, and then I'm interested.
Yeah, so whenever they get dole out some more information, that's definitely gonna be something that's on my radar that I'm watching. Next up, we got Uncharted 4 and
Now,
the Legacy
this
coming
is
to
what I'm
PS5
confused.
and PC.
Was it just Uncharted 4?
And the Lost Legacy.
And the Lost Legacy.
So it wasn't the collection?
No. Like, why would I start at the end?
Like,
Why would I start at the end?
That's whack.
I didn't know how his story ends before I knew how it began.
Like,
That's-
for real.
for those that's on
It's first
PC.
thing they should have put the collection out. You get 1 and 2 and 3, and then you could have did 4 and the
Yeah,
Legacy.
like-
That's the proper order. I know 4, it's touted as the better games, but Uncharted 2 is the best game ever. That's a bold statement.
Ever made?
Uncharted 2
Wow.
is the best Uncharted ever made.
It's the best Naughty Dog game.
They could have started.
That means not Last of Us 1. Yeah.
Last of Us 1.
I like the Jack and Daxter games too.
Oh
but
shit!
and
Yeah,
Crash
that was
Bandicoot. They made Crash Bandicoot too.
That was them.
Yeah,
yeah, they was wilding. They was wilding back in the day.
Yeah, they
That's a whole.
that was
different-
nigga. That's a glow up. They started with Crash Bandicoot, like yo, now we're gonna do Jack and Daxter. You
Right,
know,
they
now
got
we're gonna
serious.
fuck it up with Uncharted.
Let's have
you know,
real
Last
guns
of
and
Us.
shit. Yeah.
Them niggas went from complete kiddie to yo, we full blown adults.
Right, and then Last of Us
They
2
done
had
grown up
social
on us, bro.
injustice and all types of shit.
Oh,
So
Oh.
Uncharted 4 is coming to PC and PS5 as an upgrade. I
early next
will
year.
like to jump back into Uncharted 4's multiplayer.
Right.
I never finished Uncharted 4's single player. It's the only Uncharted I haven't finished. So I'm interested in trying it. Specifically playing the multiplayer. I don't really care about the story now.
Right.
Like we already years into this. I think they gave it to us as a PlayStation Plus collection situation.
Yes,
so,
they
Right.
did.
I bought this game.
like I
on
feel like they
disc.
could have just patched this with PS5.
Honestly, but hey,
Yeah.
But
whatever,
I'm
Naughty
down to
Dog.
go ahead and try the multiplayer again. I like Naughty Dog's multiplayer games.
Yeah.
They do pretty good.
I don't really care about it because I mean I got all of them on PlayStation. I mean I'm sure it might look a little bit better on PC. It's good for the people who've never experienced it. I'm
But
happy
it's
that
also
that's the
being
case.
for PS5.
Yeah, PS5 and PC. I
I don't know if they're gonna patch it or they're gonna resell it.
think they're just gonna pour
They're gonna resell it because if they got it on this and then they got it on PlayStation Plus, that's that's $70 they're
I
missing out on
mean, the
'cause
work
they
that
like
they're doing
to.
on PC, they could port it over to PS5. Just upgrade. Give us a patch like they did with Horizon, like they did with God of War, like they did. Like just give us a patch.
But this is official. Like they're probably gonna have something to do with the haptic triggers and all that too. It's not just like bumping up the resolution.
I mean, they did that with Horizon, didn't they? When you pull your bow back, now it has haptics.
no,
That's a patch.
no.
They didn't do any of that.
No,
I still feel like it's a patch.
they did 60 frames. That's what that's the free stuff they
Oh
do.
yeah,
It's-
60 frames. Some shit we already should have, but you know, hey.
I mean, it worked for
Can't do it for
PS4
everybody.
games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
All right, so now guys, step back. This one.
Before we even, no, I want to switch a rule. Before
All right.
I want the last
Oh,
three.
all right. So we're gonna get this whack ass.
Yeah, get this whack shit out first. Because that nigga at the end of the show, he gonna be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe GT7." So Gran Turismo 7.
Oh my
Like,
God,
Did you see the
GT7.
car physics? It looks so real.
all the customizations. Oh my god, I'm just gushing with excitement for bullshit 7. Like no. The last three we gonna talk about.
These are the juggernauts.
This is the meat and
Like
potatoes.
we mentioned it earlier. This was supposed to be live.
Oh
Y'all
yeah,
should've
we'd have
seen
caught
my
this nigga in
reaction.
the forest of caves, bro.
Oh,
He would
right.
hop out of his seat.
The neighbors probably heard me
Yo, he's like, this is all I've ever wanted.
word for word, bar for
real
bar.
life lift his whole shirt up, had his belly out hanging. Just
I don't know which one we're gonna talk about first, so just throw it out there, man.
First off, we're gonna start slow. Wolverine, my guy.
Let me back up real quick.
Insomniac.
Let's go! This man hopped off the frame to scream it. All right.
Insomniac is making a Wolverine game.
I don't know what's gotten into this company, but they're godlike right now.
going crazy.
They're godlike.
It's like how we look at ArcSys for all the fighting games. I'm about to look at them for all the superhero games.
Like
On God. On God. On God, bro. They're making their whole Marvel's gaming universe over there at
right.
Sony, bro.
They gonna make another Avengers game and just be like, that shit didn't happen.
Bro, like, yeah, we're not gonna talk about that one. We're gonna hit the Insomniac version.
Right.
like
They didn't show us much, but they showed us enough that I'm ready day one.
Literally, the man was at a
And I
bar.
don't even like Wolverine, bro. That's how much I like Insomniac. I'm not even a Wolverine fan.
What are they gonna
But I want to
do?
know where they go. I want to know where they're gonna go with this.
Right. We saw the man bloody knuckles at a bar, and that's it.
Yeah,
all he
that's
did was
literally
just
the
extend the
scene.
claws,
And that was
we
it.
knew it was like, oh shit.
We didn't even need him to extend the claws. Once we saw the knuckles, we was calling Wolverine from the rip.
Like, it was like,
I saw the bar was fucked up. I was like, hold up, because it said Insomniac first, then it said Marvel, so I automatically thought it was Spider-Man.
Right.
And then I saw the bar for the like Wolverine. Is that the kind of guy you are? And then we saw the bloody knuckles, I'm like Wolverine.
right.
And then when my man balled up that fist,
Logan, is that you? Like, that's what it really
it was very surprising. I never would have expected them to make one. First of all, I never expected
Now brings
another
up
one to come out.
The most important question: what's next?
Oh,
Right.
what is next for
Like, how about that,
Insomniac?
What are they gonna go
'Cause
beyond
They're gonna
with
keep
Wolverine?
doing Spider-Man, and I'm with that. And they got Wolverine. Like, who could they do next?
Like specifically them or just
Probably Marvel inside of Insomniac.
they?
Give me a Black Panther game, man. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, that's like right on the nose, though.
That is right on the
Like,
nose.
They
That's
could do a
right on the
Cap
nose.
game. I feel like they could do a Cap
He was
game.
talking about that cat.
Cat?
Yeah.
Sony sent him
I feel like they're up to do a Spider-Man too. I feel like they could pull it off.
I don't think they can pull off Iron Man's a hard thing. Anything with like, I mean, they did Spider-Man, which has a lot of verticality, but like,
Ratchet,
we
Sunset
talking about they're
Overdrive.
going, you breaking the game when you introduce flight.
Yeah.
Like to a game, if you don't have a ceiling, like niggas gonna try to fly to the moon immediately.
First thing I'm doing,
How high can I go? And once they hit that ceiling, they're gonna go, this game trash. I can't even go to sun.
Invisible skyboxes
Like, yeah,
and shit.
like-
What the fuck?
right? If I can't fly up to the Jatari spaceships, it's just
I can't
And
be
the last game
Chorus.
that mimicked Iron Man Anthem, the flight was amazing. That game was
That was
trash.
great. Yeah, the flight was really great. Like,
So they can rip that straight from them.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but
is that BioWare? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm really interested. Like, this opens a bigger door because we thought, because Sony has the contract with Spider-Man that they were locked to just Spider-Man.
Right.
Oh no!
They said
Now this
no.
motherfucking door open, bro.
Right. They
Now
kicked
it's
that
just
motherfucker
open. It
over
could
like the
be
Kool-Aid Man and
anybody
shit.
next. I just,
Right.
I'm excited not just for Wolverine, but for Insomniac. Period.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I said something on the podcast about it, but Avengers is probably the most disappointing game I've ever played. So I would love for like the Insomverse to be a thing where they just make
But I
a whole
want them to
bunch
do
of
it
games.
slow, bro. Let them pick a couple of heroes and break it
Exactly.
down. And then
I
bring
love
them
what they're
together.
doing. I
Like, yeah, like
Insomniac, big fan here.
big
Right.
giant fan.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, astronomical fan. What the hell?
Like,
I ain't even played the game all the way through.
I got a
I'm
room
fan
full of your
now.
posters
Now
and
I
your
got
pictures,
you.
man.
don't do that. You're gonna get us
I
canceled.
even got that resistance shit too. That shit was fat. Like, damn. Like, oh my god.
God. So stand on Insomniac. Even
I love
hyper.
Insomniac. Oh my god.
Even more hype than Wolverine.
I couldn't believe
which was really hype.
Wolverine just seems so much, almost so much different from what they've done, right? Like Ratchet and Clank, Spider-Man, those are kind of like kiddie to like
Goofy.
Yeah, but
Like,
like I said, they did Resistance.
Dummies. This is fucking. What is their name? We were just talking about them. Naughty Dog going from Jack and Daxter to The Last of Us. The whole tone just switched. Like Spider-Man can be serious, but it's more goofy, more whimsical. There is nothing goofy about Wolverine.
But they already done this type of shit before. They went from Ratchet and Clank to Resistance. That's already an M game.
I guess, but no one really.
Oh my
counts
god!
Resistance,
Do y'all
man.
think Wolverine gonna be that shit gonna be rated T?
No, I can't. His knuckles is already bloody.
There was
in a bar, so you know
blood.
alcohol.
There was blood. A dude ran up on him with a knife.
That's what I'm saying. In a bar with alcohol, so you know we rated him.
But is it gonna be like X-Men Origins Wolverine? Because that was
nice, like bloody wise.
That was like a fever dream to be Wolverine.
Shit, it was better than the movie. The fuck.
I hope they do something special with this, bro.
Right.
Like Wolverine's senses and everything he does is over the top, so they can do something with like the 3D audio, and they can do something with the controller.
Right.
Hell, pull the triggers, his fucking claws come out. You could feel it pulling the claws out.
Nigga,
He was about to do the.
don't let me do my Logan roar.
Yeah, I was about to do the roar.
Out of curiosity, Wolverine's probably gonna come. Wolverine more than likely is coming out after Spider-Man. So, what's another Marvel character y'all would like to see from any studio?
Honestly, I mean, well, I'm gonna say this. I mean, we're gonna stay on the whole Marvel and Insomniac and all that, but I'm gonna bring up the whole fact of what was next because I have a theory about what's next. Like the question he asked, well, what are they gonna do next? Because they're doing Spider-Man 2.
Say it for the chat.
Why not Venom have his own little joint?
I'll
like
be down
Miles.
for that.
That would
I'll
be
be
hard.
down for
Like his
that.
own game.
Like how Miles had his own little.
But here's the thing, though, with Venom, I just so love the Ultimate Destruction games that I wanted to stay in that style.
Oh yeah, like Spider-Man Ultimate when you got to actually pick him and just go around.
Yeah, like I wanted to stay in that style, and I know they won't do that because everyone wants hyper realism. But that was like my shit.
It was
bro.
so arcadey
that was
fun,
nice,
bro.
Like,
But that was quite the you were playing the villain.
Yeah, you run around just absorbing people.
Now what they could do
throwing
is, I mean, it all depends on how the story unfolds because they could do Asian Venom, have that like maybe like in the style of Miles Morales where it's not a full game by itself.
Nah, I want him a full game, bro.
I mean, I would
It's
appreciate
time.
it.
Like it's time. Venom's been getting so much respect lately,
Especially
in
in
the
movies.
comic books, in the movies. Like it's time for him to take a big
whole
role and just be who he is. He's not always a villain, but they're introducing him as a villain in this game, so that's what makes me think he's not gonna get anything.
Yeah.
At least not yet. Like I said, because I don't want to go into spoilers for the Spider-Man games, but I mean, there's been a bunch of people who's become Venom over the years. You got Eddie Brock, you got Harry Osborn in some iterations. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Peter.
Yeah, but
gets
then
that.
that means Insomniac won't be doing it
True.
because that's their version of Venom. For them to release two versions of Venom would be weird, right?
Yeah, I mean, the symbiote could bounce. Like, say, whoever has the Venom right now.
And I'm saying, like, not Venom as in Eddie Brock or Flash Thompson. I'm talking, this is Insomniac's version of Venom.
Oh.
They made him a villain. He's going to be a villain in this version of Spider-Man. So he can never have his, like, a protagonist game or just an anti-villain game or whatever.
But like I said, it depends because I don't know if they're going to like destroy the symbiote or maybe they house it and then someone else gets it. Like Agent Venom. Like, Venom starts out as a villain, like, in most iterations, but then Agent Venom is like an anti-hero, where he's like, he can't be Venom for too long, or else the symbiote will
But that's what
start
I'm
to
saying.
take
Another
over.
studio might have to pick it up and do it then.
No.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause this is
said no.
Insomniac's version of Venom. They're not. He's a villain.
No.
He's a villain. Like, I know. Trust me. I don't want no one else's hands on him because I love Venom. I love Venom more than Spider-Man.
Honestly, I really do. I always have.
I ain't mad at it.
Venom's just that compelling to me.
So I do know they have the contract with WB Games, but I would love to see Insomniac touch a Batman game.
Ooh.
I think they could do that really well.
Do it better than Arkham?
That's a battle. That's a battle. But maybe. I do like their fighting system better. They're similar, but I like their style a little
Right.
better.
Yeah.
I feel like Batman, like, a lot of people compare, like, superhero fighting games, or just, not fighting games, excuse me.
Super
a lot
action
of
games.
Yeah, like the combat system to Arkham. But let's be real, like with Spider-Man, why the fuck is this big 300-pound man just flipping around, doing 360 no scopes with his feet, jumping up in the air?
Who was a 300-pound man?
Batman, like he
He's
fights.
not 300, bro. He's about 150.
Well, with that suit, with that suit.
Yeah, but you know they always explain, yo, we made this in some special
Some light,
material,
like some light suit. Yeah.
super light and durable as fuck.
Like, it can take a shot from a tank, but it's super light.
Right.
Yeah, but with him like jumping around like that feels more like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Batman does that though. He's been doing that for years.
Yeah, but like
We get it because
this motherfucker be
Spider-Man has the
zooming.
spider sense and Batman has a bat tingle. I don't know what it is.
He the Batman, man. That's
Right.
all he needs. Well, we don't know when the next Spider-Man is coming out.
Said 2023.
Well, 2023, but we don't know what, like, quarter or anything like that.
Probably
Just-
holiday. It's gotta be holiday. They want
You know they gotta do it to them.
They want to blow it, and you know they're gonna have the custom PlayStation. It'd probably be the first
It might be
custom
before
PlayStation.
holiday, so they have the custom PlayStation.
Like they still
before
didn't put a
holiday.
year on God of War.
And that's the last
Did you
thing
see
that came
that?
out.
Like they didn't. They showed
yeah.
it. Didn't even put a year.
Right,
on.
they slid right past, like, you know how they show the name of the thing, slid past
But
that.
How
that
they put a
was 2 seconds.
2023
You know
on?
you know what's the
Spider-Man?
weird thing about that though? God of War originally supposed to come out this year,
That's what I'm saying.
and they showed a whole lot more than Spider-Man, but they don't got a release date yet.
That's
what I'm
crazy.
Like we saw in game, like gameplay, in engine gameplay.
yeah.
Spider-Man was just a CG trailer.
That's what's making me think, and they're trying to drop this on PS4 too.
They are. That's
They
why.
are?
That's why I got delayed. Yeah.
That's
I mean, I like that they're trying to still help people that couldn't get a PS5 because a lot of people can't.
We're not going to get another God of War this generation.
They're not.
So this is PS5's God of War, which is essentially just a PS4 version of the game.
Yeah, they're not like making two different versions. They're scaling back the PS5 version to work.
Honestly, from what I saw, it looked just more of our God of War 4. They didn't look significantly different.
If anything, character models look a little bit different, but
That's about it.
Like graphics-wise?
and shit. Yeah, graphics-wise, it was more like...
I mean, did it have to look any more better though? The game looked fantastic alone.
It
did,
did. I'm just saying,
yeah.
like, that's probably what we should have already kind of, like, thought, like, damn, it's probably not going to be a PS5.
I mean, who's to say it might end up looking better further down the line, especially with the PS5
especially
owners.
since they ain't got no damn release date.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Or a year, or, like, nothing. Just it didn't say anything.
You know what had me fucked up? If Wolverine comes out before God of War.
That would be fucking crazy.
Because then that means they dropped 2 games.
Nigga, 2? What do you mean?
Oh,
This
no.
will be their 4th.
Not including the remaster for
Marvel's-
Spider-Man. Because
But Miles Morales counts.
yeah, that counts.
That's 2. That's Ratchet & Clank, Miles Morales, then Spider-Man 2, then Wolverine, and then God of War comes out.
You know,
That's
it's
4 games.
funny about that. You mentioned the whole God of War PS4 thing. I played both Miles Morales on the PS4 and PS5. Just almost no difference. I mean, that's in a bad way, I feel like. Because I'm playing something that's on, 7, almost 8 years worth of hardware versus
what I'm saying.
something that came out not even a year ago. And I didn't really feel any difference. Even the haptic triggers, I didn't really feel much from it. So I really hope that eventually, like pretty soon, like I feel like Wolverine
They
and
drop
Spider-Man.
support. They need to drop support for the PS4. Yeah. Well, with these last 3 games that we talked about, there should be no PS4 version of those games.
Like Horizon got one coming out.
Horizon, I'm talking about Wolverine,
Wolverine,
Spider-Man 2,
Spider-Man,
and
God of
Ragnarok
War.
should not have PS4 versions of the game.
I agree. Like especially let them come
By
out
the
so
time
late.
these games come out, like these are 2023 games or 2022, the earliest 2023. If you ain't got a PS5 by then, you are not getting one. You might as well wait for the PS5 Pro, which was rumored this week.
Exactly. Like, there's no point at that.
With the new model,
No, we're talking about literally.
Like-
They're talking about a PS5 Pro.
they gonna upgrade after they had to downgrade. If
Was it
anything,
down,
that
bro?
shit.
Did
No, I'm
we
about to
talk
say,
about
was
this?
it though? Was
That's
it
what I'm
though?
saying, like, shout out to my man Austin. You got it right.
Yeah, man.
Not really,
I'm with you.
Um,
Free Austin.
Oh my goodness.
so PS4 support's holding a lot of these games back. I'm hyped for Wolverine. I'm hyped for Spider-Man 2 / Venom. I am gonna finally play God of War, so I'll play God of
I
War.
beat that twice, bro. Come on now.
I
haven't
I
beat
don't
it
think I
once.
launched it. I downloaded it twice.
What?
I played it. Wait,
Oh, I need the space. I forgot.
You know what I'm saying?
I
No, it's
played it, I
crazy
was like,
because
this
it goes
shit
on the external. I ain't even. I mean,
What you
It
doing?
wasn't even
got external.
It
What,
was for nothing.
what did you have to delete it
So
for?
not for nothing, but for nothing though. Like,
Like, I'll be looking. Sometimes you just look at a game like, yo, I'm never gonna launch this game. Why is it here?
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've turned on the game and turned it off immediately.
Oh my
Turn
goodness.
something else on.
Demons. But that was the PlayStation event, man.
Yeah, how you feel about it?
Best
overall?
event this year, man. Like
lot of
easily.
This is E3 by itself, bro.
Like I gave a lot of
Shit.
shit. I gave a lot of shit to Sony this year, and I talked up Microsoft.
Yeah,
But this is what Sony does. Like this shit's infuriating, right? Like
Sony's-
they'll have a crazy showcase. Like they'll fuck up the entire year, delay everything, and be like, "Hey, yo, we Sony though."
it's coming.
got
It's,
these.
it's still coming.
Like yeah, like it's
Right.
bro. We ain't turned the stove off. We still cooking.
Right.
We got all this coming for you.
What is it?
And you know it's wild. Like this ain't half the shit. You know they got some more shit coming
This
because
is
they
shit
do
they
their
wanna
end of the
talk
year
about.
event. They do an end of the year event every year.
And they still might show up at Tokyo Game Show with some shit.
With some RPGs or some shit like
the
that,
Game
and you still got the Game
Awards.
Award announcement. So this ain't even. This is the tip of the iceberg, and these 3 last games are heavy hitters,
Like those
you
like
could have just had a
those are
just
console
these
sellers.
3 games.
bro. For real, you could have just been like, "Hey, yo, we Sony, Marvel Wolverine, Marvel Spider-Man 2, God of War. We see y'all later."
Right.
Like
2023.
Have a nice night.
But they show games like Forspoken, and I'm interested in it. And they showed games like Alan Wake Remastered that you're interested in. And Guardian of the Galaxy, my man Quill.
Blood Hunt.
That's what.
Did we just lose?
Like they show all these games off, and they get you ready. But
It's a
Bro, they
track
gotta
to
get
get
it
there.
together.
It's a track to get there.
as a company, you got to get it together. They always start slow, but then they just like banger after banger, but banger, and they keep it going.
And let's be real about it. Like the one thing,
I'm fucking up, but
I feel
like I'm coming back.
I feel like as of lately, especially the last like 1 or 2 generations, the thing that Sony has been doing like almost perfectly to a T is making console sellers. Like
Yeah.
like Xbox has those,
Haymakers.
but they don't develop none.
Haymakers.
Like,
They're
Halo's been in
absolute
development for the
haymakers.
longest. They finally, got off there and
Halo
started making
is like their
Fable.
only console seller, though.
Would you consider Fable one?
No, you're not gonna buy a console for Fable.
You will.
I would, because I'm a huge Fable fan.
When's the
But
last time they made a Fable?
most of the people that's gonna go play,
Fable
they don't even
Ride.
know what the Fable is, bro. Like that's Xbox original and Xbox 360, bro.
That sound like a Fable to them. Like
Fable
man,
skipped the entire
missed
Xbox
that.
One generation.
Literally, ain't nothing come out of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Halo 5.
Xbox has the superior services, the superior hardware. The
Sony got
games
them
just like
man.
it's a gaming console, so you know where we at with it.
Right, we want the motherfucking games.
Yeah,
boy.
man, that's not.
That's what we got the box for.
We don't need to talk about the Xbox One reveal at E3 that one time.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers showing TV
No.
and shit.
You know it's crazy, like that whole reveal. Sony will do that shit too, but they'll do it in like a Twitter, like they'll tweet it out.
Right,
Yo, we got
yeah.
TV too.
They
We'll see you at the
spent
game.
E3 time for this, the biggest game convention in the world,
They talking about TV.
especially at that time.
Yeah,
No Corona,
yeah,
the birth of a new console generation.
yeah.
You had heavy hitters.
That's what I'm saying. They
Like,
trip.
L.
They just be tripping right over their
Yeah.
own feet, bro.
That
They
was-
got
that
they
was big
got
L.
quality content, quality
Every time.
hardware. Their leadership is trash.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to sell something that should be already. It's selling itself, bro. Like I sold myself on the Xbox. They ain't even tell me about it.
like dead ass.
Like a PlayStation, like when PlayStation 5 come out, PlayStation 5 come out. When PlayStation 6 come out, I'm gonna be there. But I'm gonna have to think about that Xbox.
I know, right?
Every time.
Like that's why I don't have an Xbox right now. But I want one. I'm gonna get one. It's just
Like, what games did they launch with? Like that,
they
the
don't launch with
Xbox
anything.
Series
They
X.
launched with third party games.
That'd be the
their
problem.
their first big game, I think, was the Medium, and that's they don't come in the PlayStation.
Trash.
So it was a timed exclusive.
Wasn't even exclusive.
I want to play it. I wouldn't say it's a trash game, but
I wasn't saying it's trash. I'm saying
Trash
the,
business
the,
model.
the practice was trash. They have trash
and
practice.
then they got Psychonauts, right? But
that
I
wasn't
think
the
that I
season.
thought that was exclusive. No, it's on PlayStation and PC. Why is that game not on Switch?
Damn.
So their
that
first
just
big
looks like a
release
Switch
is going to
game.
be Halo this holiday.
And then
December.
it's only coming with multiplayer.
No, the whole game's dropping in December.
Even the co-op campaign and all that shit.
No, not co-op campaign, just campaign.
Oh
you
yeah.
can't play co-op.
Yeah, my fault.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
So when Microsoft starts, hopefully, they're starting off. You know what's crazy? Microsoft and Sony did the exact same shit this year. The only thing that Sony had was Ratchet and Clank and fucking Spider-Man, right? As their first party games for real. That's all they had.
Demon
And
Souls, come on.
Demon Souls,
shout
but
out
it
to
was a
Demon
remake,
Souls.
right?
Blue Point. I even got that Metal Gear Solid
Xbox
HD
PlayStation
remake.
didn't have anything this year, but it made it seem like they had shit. And now that we see what's coming, it's like, well, damn. Like, how do you compete?
Right.
Like, how do you
stacked.
compete with Marvel's Wolverine? Ain't nobody did shit with X-Men in so long.
Yeah.
The last X-Men game that I played was the other Wolverine game.
For real, yo. That's
Yeah.
funny.
They about to put the X-Men back on the map, bro.
Right. Just with this.
They about to get a
Right.
license like Insomniac and Sony about to get a license like EA got with the
What's
NFL,
up?
bro.
Yeah.
Just keep making shit for us.
Y'all here for a
Keep
Fantastic
selling us.
Four game?
Fantastic Four. I'll be
Made by
down for it.
Insomniac? Why not?
Has Insomniac done multiplayer though?
Why?
I mean, besides Resistance, have they done like a co-op? 'Cause
Sunset Overdrive.
You did Fantastic Four. It has to be co-op.
It did Sunset Overdrive.
That's what we said about Guardians
Was
of
that
the Galaxy.
multiplayer?
Yeah.
Who made Guardians? Who the fuck was that?
Guardians
The
of
Idols Montreal. That's what we
Yeah.
said.
Oh.
That's what we said to them about that.
Yeah, but Fantastic Four, it has to be.
It has.
Like,
Yeah, because-
who do you want to play as one character?
Everybody wants to play somebody different though. That's probably why.
Right.
Who want to be invisible?
Oh, as one character. Who wants to be? Oh yeah, probably
Who
Reed
was
Richards.
the
'cause
one
he's
character of the
leader.
Fantastic Four? You gonna be the Stretchy?
Yeah, you
the
can be Reed
Invisible
Richards.
bitch?
Yeah. You
Like-
can be Reed Richards. Johnny, throw a
You
fireball.
gonna be Rockman? everyone's gonna want to be fired. But what do you mean? That's it. That's the only one. But he's not even the leader.
I ain't want to
So
say
at least Square Enix gave you the leader.
I'm a simple man.
Throw the fireball, Johnny. Hurry, please.
Right.
Shoot it, Jay.
Square Enix
Shoot
gave you
it.
the fucking leader. It's just-
Oh
I want to know if they look at the license to make a full-fledged X-Men game.
that would
Right?
be hard. That'd probably be the next step after Wolverine.
Because I mean, Wolverine is the fan favorite, but people love Storm, people love Cyclops, people love Nightcrawler,
hell yeah.
Ooh.
Mr. Kurt Wagner. I'm down for that, but
But
That's
I don't
the
know if
real
he'd have
question.
a whole game. He'd have to be a part of an X-Men game, yeah, definitely. But
like they chose Wolverine. I'm now
that's that move.
hooked. I'm hooked on Insomniac. I will be following. Nigga, I'm following them on Twitter right now.
Yeah. I can't believe.
Insomniac.
Like, and it's crazy. You had leaks all this week, bro. Half this shit on this list leaked.
Yeah.
No one said nothing about Marvel.
Ain't heard
In my heart of hearts, I knew Spider-Man was coming.
Yeah,
Boy,
it's coming.
when I saw the claw, I was ecstatic.
He was over here standing up,
ecstatic.
ready like, "The Spider-Man, it's Spider-Man."
This ain't Spider-Man?
He said Insomniac.
Peter in the
He said
bar?
Marvel.
What's going
He
on?
said it's Spider-Man. There's no way. There's no way. And then boom,
Not Spider-Man.
not Spider-Man. Then was it right after? Or no?
Yeah, it
a little while
was
after.
literally the
It
next
was literally
next
the
trailer. I
next
was like,
one.
damn, back to back.
No, didn't they go to Gran Turismo right after that?
No, it was Gran Turismo right after Spider-Man. I was like,
Oh, I was about to
the
say,
two
they whacked it up
trailers
somewhere.
like
Yeah.
and
We
then
sitting
Gran
quiet as
Turismo.
hell after Really?
No, you know,
No,
look, this is
yeah.
not in order, bro. I think they did whack it up in the middle.
Oh, they did Wolverine, then they did
Are you
Gran
sure?
Turismo, then they did
Because I remember I was like, yo, I'm bored now.
It was
think-
Store Gran Turismo.
And then you stood back up for it was like a little intermission and shit. He stood back up for Spider-Man. He was oh my god.
That shit was amazing, man. I got like, oof.
So rate this showcase. What you giving it?
That's a dub.
That's a-
That's a dub.
Dub out of 10.
Right, like how you get a dub 10?
I'm
Like, come on now.
I'm gonna give it a 9. Only because we don't know when God of War's coming out and fucking what's the name's coming out in 2023. So that's like what the fuck are y'all pushing that further than that? Like I'm a little scared.
I'm gonna give it a 9. The only reason I'm not gonna give it a 10, cause niggas still can't get PlayStations.
Y'all doing all this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
Making
doing
us
all this
salivate.
and niggas still can't get
All right,
PlayStations.
I'll give it a 9.5. I mean,
9.5.
yeah, because
Spider-Man was too hype.
I see what you're saying about the release dates, but I mean, just to know that
I
they're
mean, they did this that
coming.
year when they showed Final Fantasy Remake and all those other games, bro. Like, Sony will show you way into the future.
I'm surprised we ain't seen the Final Fantasy 7 like part 2.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, but maybe that might be a Tokyo Game Show thing.
That makes sense because
That makes more
we got
sense.
this Forspoken, so now we might get that or Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's supposed to be coming out next year.
Yeah, that
Wow.
probably Tokyo Game.
Yeah, that's
Show.
another game coming out next year, bro.
Nah, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of shit wasn't coming out next year. Like they got announced today.
Damn.
But I'm just happy that they're there and they're in the pipeline, which means like I'm feeling like maybe E3 next year. Maybe like Corona will be
think
better
E3
and people
is
can
dead
actually
next
go.
Nobody
next
cares
year,
about
bro.
E3, man.
It sucks
Like,
because
it's-
I really wanted to
every
go.
company-
It's
do their own
Gamescom. It's whatever Nintendo does their indies and Xbox does their solo things.
The direct shit.
E3 don't exist, bro. As it stands, it's not important anymore.
It really hurts because I really wanted to go to one.
Yeah, me too.
It is what
We go to Gamescom.
And that in
That's
Germany.
in Germany,
yeah,
though.
sometimes, like, yeah, we need
That's a
passports
trip.
and shit,
Passports
like,
up, baby
yeah.
boys.
That's a trip.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, why not? Struggle cast.
I mean, once in a lifetime, bro. We
Gamescom.
go, bro, live from Germany.
We out here in
Struggle cast X Gamescom
Germany.
2022. We out here.
We're gonna say 2023. We ain't that rich.
Wishful thinking over here. But
Exactly.
PlayStation event 2021. It was crazy. A lot of stuff dropped as far as like news and like, dates. Looking forward to all this stuff, man. I'm really looking forward. If y'all liked it, like, comment, subscribe. You know all that bullshit. We gonna get out of here, and we'll see you guys in the next one. We gonna holla at you.